Unit analysis is a technique that we use to get our physical quantities expressed in a way that would maybe be more helpful. Basically, just converting it from one type of unit to another type. For instance, if I have 1 cent that weighs 3.16 grams, what would the dollar value of 1 ton of penny be? Well, I'm starting with 1 ton of penny. That's a, a mass or a force, and I want to get that same amount of pennies, the same quantity. I'm not changing my amount of pennies, but I just want it expressed in a dollar value instead of in a mass or a force. And so anytime we're doing a problem like this, we want to start with our uh, value that's given and what the question is about. And so the value that is given is I have 1 ton of pennies. That's what the question's asking about. So I'm going to start with a unit. Oopsie. I need 1 ton as my starting amount. That's what the question is asking me. In the end, I want to have a certain number of dollars. So I will use the units and I will keep canceling out units as I work towards the units that I want to end in. So 1 ton is my first number. I have a factor here that says 1 ton is equivalent to 1,000,000 grams. So I'll squeeze in 1,000,000 here. So now I have units of grams. If I was to calculate right this second, my units of grams would stay. My tons would reduce out, but I don't want grams. I want a dollar value. So my next factor, I want to get rid of my grams. Well, if I want to get rid of grams, I need to divide by some value that is in units of grams. In the problem they gave me, they said that 3.16 grams is equivalent to 1 penny or 1 cent. You can write it either way, but my grams units will cancel out. Now I have pennies as my units, but I don't want the number of pennies for the answer. I want dollars or a dollar value. So you all know that 100 pennies, penny, is equivalent to $1. So you cancel out your penny, and now I'm in the units that I want, which is the dollar value. If you put this into your calculator, you'll see that it's 3,164.56. However, if I have a balance that is getting the mass of my pennies only to 1 sig fig, and it's measuring in tons, do you think that I will be able to be that exact to get it down to 56 cents? Probably not. So since I started with only 1 sig fig in my measured value that they measured the mass in, I can only have 1 sig fig for my final answer. So that would have to round to 3,164.56.